Today we will be discussing about the Bluetooth technology. Before diving into the theoretical part, let's see how exactly two devices will be communicating via the Bluetooth technology in the demo. So now my Mac is one device and my pods is another device. Now I will already Bluetooth has been turned on, so we will be seeing here the list of devices where the Bluetooth technology has been supported, and from those devices we are receiving the Bluetooth radio waves. Now I this device has been not listing because I haven't turned on. Now I am turning on the device. Now we can see the light, thick light, yeah. So now it has to list here. So if you see here, it has listed. Now I will be clicking on the connect. Okay. So in order to just show the picture, I will be just disconnecting this one. Okay. So now coming to the theoretical part, how exactly the two devices are communicating. If two devices are connected via wire, wire is the communication medium, but here these two devices are not connected via anything, then what is the communication medium? Here air is acting as a communication medium. So air is divided into certain set of frequencies ranges. So for each one kind of activity we are using certain range of frequencies. Now for the Bluetooth we are using the 2.4 gigahertz, that is also called as ISM band, from 2.4 to 2.48. Okay, so this frequency range we have been using for the Bluetooth. So what happened exactly when you turn on the Bluetooth in the Mac, in my case, so then the because my Mac has the Bluetooth supporting technology, it started sending the Bluetooth radio waves, and at the same time when I turn on the pod, it also started sending the Bluetooth radio waves. So whatever devices are there, like for whichever Bluetooth is supported, those all devices will start sending the Bluetooth radio waves. Now coming to the Bluetooth radio waves, so this is the PDU. So this is a packet which we will be, like in the form of radio waves we will be sending the data, right? So it will contain the header and it will contain the payload. In the header we have Bluetooth address and the name of the device, and some devices, it based on the manufacturer type of the Bluetooth, some devices will also include what kind of device it is. Okay, it's like Sony, what kind of manufacturer it is, like that. But in our case it's like Bluetooth address and then Bluetooth name. So then as soon as we turn on, because these devices were there, we were able to see those devices. When I clicked on that device, which is pods in my case, then what happened exactly was, like my Mac was asking, hey, I wanted to connect with you, can we start exchanging the data, can we generate the pair key? So some devices will generate the pair key, it depends again on the manufacturer. So the pair key generation is not entirely depending on the Mac or entirely depending on the pods, it depends on the, like the both will come to a mutual agreement, like this is the pair key, so then the pair key is generated, it is just for the authorization purpose. Apart from that, one encryption key is also generated, that key is stored in both cases. In our Mac, one encryption key is stored, and pods has also one chip. In this chip, I mean memory chip, there also we will be storing this encrypted key. Then next what happens is, after this encryption key is done and everything, then it is connected and then the data starts flowing. So now as I said, encryption key is generated. Okay, but after that the connection started, how exactly the data transfers between this and, I mean, Mac and the pod. So you might have known, like like whenever I'm playing any audio, then exactly what happens is like first audio the audio like which is music coming out of my Mac, it is a normally like I'm taking here because it's easy to explain. So the music which is there, it is analog signals. Then that analog signals with the help of ADC, analog to digital converter, it will be converted into digital signals. Then from the digital we will be converting to the bits, okay, 0 or 1, whatever. From the bits we will be converting, like it has a Bluetooth technology, so this bits will be converted to the Bluetooth radio wave range specifically. So that's called as modulation technique. Each, like again the modulation techniques, we have so many types. So one modulation technique it will take and it will be using. So modulation is basically converting from the bits to the radio waves. So that Bluetooth radio waves in this one, this will be generated, I mean sent via the air, and then my pods will be received. So as I said, when the Bluetooth radio waves are traveling, exactly what data will be going. So this is the packet, okay, they will be sending in the form of the packet. So this is a packet, you can see. So we have again the payload, this is like error detection, and we have address. When it receives, it will again go through the decode process, opposite process. So this is how the communication happens. Then here comes the next question. I have mentioned like 2.4 to 2.48. So we have something concept called frequency hopping. So during encryption time, what happens was like in my case, the Mac and the pod, along with exchanging encryption key, they will be generating a sequence, which is, if you see here, 5, 23, 71. These are like channels, they will be divided into particular channels, and this is randomly one sequence is generated. So now at this second, it will be the data will be transferring via the channel 5th, means here it can be to 407 megahertz, like sorry gigahertz. With that the data will be transferring. Next it will be going to 23, like that. So it is not fixed on one, like if you take Wi-Fi, it is like particular range of the frequency is allocated, so via that it will be sending. But in case of Bluetooth, no, because of that even the third party can't decrypt or can't hack the data whatever we are transferring. Within 1 second, like it will be changing from so many channels. So this is how the safety of the Bluetooth is like guaranteed. And apart from that, you can ask me the next question. There might be chances that Wi-Fi radio waves might be interrupting with the Bluetooth waves. Of course, but the thing is, even though they both are operating in the 2.4 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz, the way of encryption level or modulation technique which we use for the making the Wi-Fi radio waves and this radio waves is different. Even though this Wi-Fi radio wave has been like, let us say Wi-Fi is there, so even though Wi-Fi has came to my laptop, still the Bluetooth will not be recognizing it as a Bluetooth technology which has been Bluetooth chip which is there. It will not be recognizing that Wi-Fi and it won't take that packet. It will just reject the packet. If Wi-Fi radio wave is so powerful, then there might be interruptions, but until then there are less interruptions. If you have any queries or any doubts, let me know in the comments. I will try to definitely, if I don't know, I'll try to learn and I'll try to answer it.